The sequel to Black Panther is coming next year, and everyone is definitely excited to watch it. Today, we've gathered the news and information you'd love to know about the movie. Here are 10 things to expect in Black Panther 2. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. Black Panther is one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's most adored and celebrated films, and there will never be another quite like it. Unfortunately, we can state this with confidence since the man who personified King T'Challa of Wakanda, Chadwick Boseman, died in 2020 after a 4-year battle with cancer. Although Black Panther 2 had been confirmed long before his death, in fact, Boseman was about to begin training for the film as his condition worsened. The entire project soon became a large question mark after the star's death. Many concerns remain, but one thing is certain: Black Panther 2 will take place, with the original film's creative mastermind Ryan Coogler returning to write and direct. The sequel is set to hit theaters on July 8, 2022, according to a December 2020 announcement. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the film will start shooting in Atlanta in July 2021, with a 6-month or longer shoot scheduled, which must indicate that Marvel has its post-production crew ready to go, as the time between filming and release will be quite short. THR also says that Tenoch Huerta from Narcos, Mexico, has joined the cast in an unspecified villain role, and that returning cast members from the previous film, including Letitia Wright as Shuri, Lupita Nyong'o as Nakia, Winston Duke as M'Baku, and Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda. Daniel Kaluuya, who played T'Challa's friend and security chief W'Kabi, has also confirmed to ET Canada that he would feature in the sequel. And, though she hasn't given a definite yes, Denai Guerrera has strongly hinted that her Dora Milaje leader, Okoye, will also return. Chadwick Boseman won't be recast or replaced via CGI. One person we know won't be featured in Black Panther 2, unless it's through archive video, is Chadwick Boseman. But fans may be excused for being skeptical. Disney has shown a willingness to bend over backwards in the past to bring deceased actors back to the screen. Carrie Fisher appearing one last time as General Leia in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker comes to mind, and the idea of a Black Panther film without Boseman seems as unthinkable as an Iron Man film without Robert Downey Jr. Black Panther is, of course, a mantle, the title carried through centuries by Wakandan kings. Thus, it must at least make narrative sense for someone else to assume this title. We can say with great assurance that Black Panther 2 will focus on handing the mantle, since Kevin Feige, CEO of Marvel Studios, made it quite clear that Boseman's legacy must not be tampered with. Speaking to Deadline in January 2021, Feige said, "We're not going to have a CG Chadwick, and we're not recasting T'Challa. Ryan Coogler is working very hard right now on the script with all the respect and love and genius that he has, which gives us great solace. So it was always about furthering the mythology and the inspiration of Wakanda. There's also the task of honoring and respecting the ongoing teachings from Chad as well." You will also want to bring an extra large box of tissues when you travel to the theaters for Black Panther 2, since everyone involved wants to pay homage to Boseman and his creation, T'Challa. In his ET Canada chat, Kaluuya says, "We're going to have to honor Chadwick on it and give as much to his legacy as he gave to us, because he gave us everything. He was an incredible man with an incredible soul." Who will take on the mantle of Black Panther? As predicted, the topic of who may be the next Black Panther has sparked tremendous debate, since the problem isn't that there aren't any apparent candidates, there are far too many. Much of this discussion has concentrated on Shuri, T'Challa's Wiz adolescent sister, because there is recent precedence in the comics for the character taking up the mantle of Black Panther. Shuri, on the other hand, is young and inexperienced in both diplomacy and fighting, so she's not the natural choice. There's also the question of who among the Black Panther 2 cast could be the best capable of carrying future sequels. And there's one obvious frontrunner in that regard. Nyong'o is an Oscar-winning actress who has starred as a voice actress in the Star Wars sequel films and as a starring actress in not one, but 2 films in 2019. In terms of character, Nakia has proven to be a capable combatant, and as a professional spy, she's likely to be well versed in the workings of numerous global governments, intelligence organizations, and even diplomatic channels. For our money, the mantle of Black Panther is hers to lose. And competition is imminent. M'Baku, Wakabe, and Okoye, all warriors, may feel a sense of right to the throne, and they may each make a compelling case. This is to say that it's unlikely that the different Wakandan power actors will come to an agreement on who the next Black Panther should be, so we're likely to get a real hard look into the inner workings of Wakandan culture and politics in Black Panther 2. Fortunately, we'll be getting some intriguing additional material along those lines in the near future. Wakanda goes to war with Atlantis. The fact that Okoye described an underwater earthquake off the coast of Wakanda in Avengers Endgame was seen by many as convincing evidence that Atlantis really exists in the MCU. In 2010, Atlantis had been teased on a SHIELD map in Iron Man 2. Therefore, it's time for the kingdom underwater to make its debut on the screen. With Atlantis so near to Wakanda, it's possible that the two kingdoms may clash in Black Panther 2. One of the most lauded elements of Black Panther was its world building, and including Atlantis into the storyline would dramatically enhance that world building. Namor will be the main villain. With the Atlantis tease in Endgame and the expectation that Wakanda will go to war with the undersea world in Black Panther 2, Namor could appear as the sequel's main villain. Fans have suggested dozens of their own casting choices for the Submariner, from Henry Golding to Keanu Reeves, so it'll be fun to see who Marvel chooses, if Namor is going to be the villain in Black Panther 2. There's likely to be a strong connection to the Disney Plus Wakanda series. In February 2021, it was announced that Coogler and his production company, Proximity Media, had signed a 5-year deal with Disney to produce television content across multiple platforms. And because Coogler is a welcome player in the MCU sandbox, his strong focus is likely to be on the burgeoning slate of Disney Plus series set in the MCU and produced by Marvel Studios. Coogler's statement following the announcement certainly bears that out. It read, in part, "We are especially excited that we will be taking our first leap with Kevin Feige, Louis D'Esposito, Victoria Alonso, and their partners at Marvel Studios, where we will be working closely with them on select MCU shows for Disney+. We're already in the mix on some projects that we can't wait to share." In reality, we already know what Coogler's first task will be: to create a Disney Plus series based in Wakanda, for which Black Panther 2 will surely do more than just set the stage. While Disney and Marvel have provided no specifics on the upcoming series, which is still in its early stages of development, there's decades of comics lore to draw on, and it's safe to assume we should anticipate deep-dive explorations of Wakanda's tribes, military, scientific sector, and much more. Of course, once development on Black Panther 2 begins, we'll have a better notion of where Coogler and his team will take Wakanda's future in the MCU. When it happens, we'll keep our finger on the pulse and bring you all the news that's fit to share. Are you excited for Black Panther 2? Let us know in the comments section below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, so we continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.